guys, it's David Guetta. We're here at my place in Ibiza, and I'm gonna show you my studio today.
When I jump, make body jump, love when he jump.
So come in. Welcome to the studio.
So this is actually a surprise that my friend did one day. I came back from touring and they put some of my discs on the wall. That was a nice surprise because it's strange, but I've never put any of my discs and my place up. So this is my place. We spend a lot of time here, and I also do a lot of writing camps in my house in Ibiza. So this is the main studio where I can do like a final record, and I test it on the same day when I perform in Ibiza. When I started as a DJ, then later I started to make beats. I was just focusing on the beat itself, the drums, the bass, or like a little melody like this. So, and then I would go to sessions with artists and try to write a song on the top. And usually I don't do this anymore because it's a little bit of a waste of time, because the success of a record depends so much on the song that now usually I do, in a traditional way, songwriting session, meaning like playing chords or having someone with the guitar playing chords, and then writing a song. And then if the song is good enough, then I would produce it. Sometimes I do it the old-fashioned way, the way I used to do it, and especially when I make club beats. So this is an example of this, when I just started with this melody that I think is cool. It's kind of a weird scale.
Spill a little, spill a little, spill a little liquor on the dance floor. Maybe it'll be, maybe not so. If they ask me, tell them I'm solo. Got them on a string like a yo-yo. Skin soft, butter like cocoa. I see you gon' catch a quota. Said you like me, I already know though. Tell them sit down, that's a logo.
Melody. And then my friend Ray came here in this room, and she went crazy when she heard this. They got so excited. And they did something that is extremely rare, is that they wrote the song on the top of this melody. Asking me what's my process, that's not my usual process, but it can happen. By the way, oh my God, this is gonna be so good. So we tested that beat and that song, and then we blasted it with the Genelec speakers to all the songwriters that were in the house. We brought everyone because we got so excited. But again, even here, when I recorded the song with them, it was just that original melody that I just showed you before. Because all the drums and all of this, sometimes it's obliging people, writers, to go in a certain direction. And what I like is to let the track as open as possible, so that the writer can really express themselves, and that they don't feel like, oh, this is a 4 on the floor, so it means that it's a club record, so it means I'm gonna talk about club stuff. So what I want is for people to be as free as possible, as creative as possible. The process. And for example, like in 10 days, we wrote 26 songs. So I'm not gonna produce all of them, but out of the 26, I'm probably gonna produce
let's say 6 of them, and I'm probably gonna release 3 of them. It's a lot of people say, oh, you only make hits. No, it's just that I trash a lot of records that I make that are just okay. I think it's important to be able to be hard with yourself, because it's not like I need to release every single record that I make. And sometimes it breaks my heart, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm testing it, for example, in the club. I see it doesn't react so good. So then, you know, it's gonna make me a little sad, but I'm not gonna keep it. And sometimes you would see me with a pen when I'm even DJing, and I would write down some corrections to make, and I would come back from, you know, my show and do small corrections to make it better. I have some new subs that they're really, really crazy. I can show you. And this is really bringing the feel of a club. So for club music, the bass obviously is super important. And this is brand new. I got really, really excited. I used to have different subs, but they were too much. What I like about this is that I can work on a low volume, so that I'm not too tired after a few hours, and it's still very precise. So it's like, it's not the bass that I had before. I had like a pedal that I would put it on or off, because if I would work all day with it, it would really make me exhausted. Like, this is really pleasant, gives the feeling of how it's gonna sound in the club, but it's also realistic. Yeah, this system I really, really love.